The following clip was recorded from an edition of the Live at 5 news show that aired on CTV Maritime Television on May 27, 2010.
Get a taste of the 18th century when they drop by the nearby town. The story coming up on Live at 5.
I'm Mike Cameron in St. Stephen. The cause of a fire here over the weekend remains under investigation. But what is clear is that the fire has had a devastating impact on a local community-based organization that works with adults with intellectual handicaps. We'll have their story coming up after the break.
For CTV News at 6, right after Live at 5. Bruce and Star.
Thank you, Steve. Well, a non-profit group in New Brunswick is hoping for help from the community after being dealt a devastating setback.
Over the long weekend, fire damaged an historic building that housed a thrift store, which was operated by intellectually challenged adults. Now the group is without a store, and the funds are raised.
Our story tonight from CTV's Mike Cameron in St. Stephen.
Really good.
Bobby Clark is sorting donations of clothing. He's a client and an employee at the Vocational Center for Adults with Intellectual Challenges. Ordinarily, Bobby would be working here, but the group's thrift store was heavily damaged by a weekend fire.
I'm anxious to get back to the store because I like to get back there and do some more, get the clothes and put them back on racks again and keep doing it.
It's the lifeblood of the Vocational Center.
Tammy Parks says the fire has hurt the Vocational Center and the clients.
These guys would go to the thrift store each and every day, some of them, to do work, to learn some of the jobs that had to be done as a store personnel. But even more importantly, it was part of our revenue. It's part of the revenue that we have to keep our program operational.
The building was also home to an upper floor gymnasium, which some say hosted some of the first basketball games in Canada. The basketball court that was in that building may or may not have had some historic value. The community-based organization that owns the building was hoping to take that area and transform it into a center for autistic kids. That plan is now on hold too.
They're just getting over the shock.
Town Mayor Jed Purcell hopes the group can find a location in the downtown area. Purcell says the thrift store and its employees have a lot of community support.
You would never find a more polite bunch of people, and they're always concerned with each other. There's a real lesson to be learned just by watching what they do.
The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
It was a pretty good place to work, and I really like that place. I just miss it.
So the employees are hoping it won't take long for the center to get back on its feet. Mike Cameron, CTV News, St. Stephen.
Well, the Vocational Center is without a store, but the group is still collecting donations of good-use clothing. They will be used after a new location is found.
That's right, and donations can be dropped off at the Vocational Center on Union Street in St. Stephen.
Well, coming up next, dust off those turntables. Liz Rigney is on the trail of some hot vinyl. Stay with us. Take 5 turns up the volume next.